Hello! What's up, guys? Out there in TV land, YouTube world? I don't know, wherever it's going. Where's this going, sir? He's leaving. I don't know, he's just leaving me with the camera, I guess. Well,
Sorority the Damned.
yeah, go see it. Out September this year, everywhere, worldwide. I started in 1995. I joined a sketch comedy show called The Sidewalk Cracks. And I did that for a little while, like 3 or 4 years, maybe even 5 years. In that time, I joined an improv troupe. I started doing improv through Tampa. And my first improv troupe was Beat the Dead Horse. And then we became the Charming Hooligans. And then we became the Caffeine Kids. And somewhere in there, I made a bunch of movies, went to Second City. And now I'm here in Zephyrhills, where I was born. It's weird. I've come all the way full circle. Yay?
Yeah, so you've been involved in a lot of projects, and especially here right now, there's a whole bunch of stuff in the back wall, like D15, Experiment 7, Sorority the Damned, which
Yes.
I hear is awesome.
Yeah.
Frostbite, South of Central.
Yeah, that's my fun YouTube show, 13 episodes on YouTube. You can catch it there, South of Central, about a guy named Chauncey Davies who's a washed-up actor who's in his 40s, lives in a garage now, and he's addicted to weed. And it's just his life, really. It's like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia meets Dickie Roberts.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And then, of course, Stranger Things. Yeah, man. I, way back, I had an agent. And, I did about 3 or 4 different auditions, different roles for them. At one point, I was Barb's dad. Another point, I was a soldier. And eventually I landed on this dubious role of this wonderful, lovable, huggable guy right here named Steve. And basically I was Dr. Snow's assistant, and then I mess everything up and people die and everyone gets eaten by demi-dogs.
What would you say? I mean, you've got a great sense of humor and charisma.
Yeah. No, whatever the role calls for, I'll do. Like my character in Stranger Things was not comedic at all, not really. He was very by the book kind of scientist. Other things like as night falls, I'm just a pretty funny dude, so I bring that with me. It's my strongest attribute is comedy and being lovable. So I bring that with me, and even if the character's kind of violent or shoots a 7-barrel shotgun or wields an axe, I still bring that kind of demeanor to the role, which is comedy. So yes, the answer is yes. Yes.
Yes, everything.
Yes, everything.
What is the hardest part about acting for you? Most challenging?
Getting roles. I audition 4 or 5 times a week, and I'll probably land a role every 6 months. I'll get one role. So yeah, if I'm not making my own stuff and out there writing and producing, I've written 38 screenplays. I've directed 12 feature films, and most of those are ones that I've went and found the money for and raised money and did all my own marketing and everything.
How do you find success in indie filmmaking?
That's tough, man, because success is usually garnered by how much money your projects have made. Well, if you're going by that aspect, it's pretty hard to say you've been successful as a filmmaker because you may not have made all your money back on any of your projects or all your projects. Maybe you made it back on one project. So I think the level of success is an ever-growing tier, right? So you're always chasing the next tier. So I don't think I've reached the tier where I want to be, where I can say I'm successful. Not yet. Autographs are $50. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Keep moving.
What is
I'm kidding.
What is one of the most funniest things that ever happened to you on set?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Let's see. One of the funniest things was we had a movie, Experiment 7, Experiment 7. And my character was supposed to jump in the middle of a giant room, kind of like this, like a cafeteria or gymnasium, and it was full of these zombies. Well, the script was dive in, slide across the floor, jump up, shoot a couple zombies. We put baby powder all over the floor. We were sliding really well in our shoes. It seemed like it was going to work. Actually, the door's open. I dive in. I don't go anywhere. In fact, I scorpion my feet to the back of my head, and I had to lay there for like 10 minutes because nobody could stop laughing. Not the crew, not me. That's probably the funniest thing. I mean, I think that was probably. There's been a few of those moments. So.
Do you have any advice out there for people that maybe want to start doing kind of what you do?
Filmmaking, independent filmmaking, yeah, just go do it, man. Grab a camera, grab some people who want to help make a movie, and go. You don't have to have the perfect script, man. You can edit once you get into editing. But that coming from a scriptwriter who's written 38 screenplays, it's never going to be perfect. No matter what you could write whatever you want, and just go shoot. That's all I do. I write a script and I go shoot it. Or try to shoot it.
I also see some comics here.
Yeah.
Any involvement with the comics?
Yeah, of course. This is a 3-volume set. Zombies Were Human Too. I've written a story in this as an author, and then in volumes 1, 2, and 3, I've written stories in them. I'm also a published author. I've got 10 books out. My publishing company, Four Horsemen Publications, publishes my book series, Mike Strong for Hire. It's a 1950s crime noir supernatural thriller about a gentleman named Mike Strong who becomes an immortal in World War II, and now we're in 1950s, and he's a detective fighting angels and demons and ghouls and every monster in between, while solving cases, finding children and helping out the weak and then they do another series called Team Adventure Club. It's a kids' adventure book about three teenagers who have a venture company called Team Adventure Club, and with the help of their Uncle Max, who builds them specific weapons, grappling hooks, and laser guns, and that kind of stuff, they protect the world, and the world doesn't know it. Yeah.
Do you have any other upcoming conventions you're going to go to?
As of right now, I don't have anything booked for the rest of the year as we move into production for a feature film in about 80 days. So we're going to start focusing on pre-production.
Are you allowed to say the name of the movie?
Not yet. I can't say anything, but it's going to be amazing and people are going to be blown away. So, yeah. It involves 2-foot-tall stuffed animals of some kind. Yeah, that try to take over the world.
So about my height.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And you mentioned you're a gamer.
I am.
I didn't know that until you mentioned Fallout.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a Fallout nerd, man. I have a shelf. Actually, I just switched it out, so I feel kind of bad. But I have a whole Fallout 4 shelving in my office, and I recently changed it out and put all my NECA horror figures up. But usually it's Fallout. But I was like, all right, I'm going to switch it up for a little bit. But I have all kinds of Fallout 4 collectible items. I've played the game for the last 10 years. I turned 40 when Fallout 4 came out, and my wife threw me a giant Fallout 4 birthday party at 40 years old. It was great. It was one of the best. And I'm still playing. I just built in Sanctuary Hills an electronics store full of toasters and lamps and all kinds of stuff. No one's going to see it, but I know it's there, and I built it, and I'm excited about that. And I do a lot of stupid stuff like that in the game. I've built an armory, I built a gym, a 2-story gym with bicycles and weight benches and the pommel horses. Yeah, I'm a real nerd that way. But I also play Red Dead Redemption 2 online. I love, gunslinging, and then I play the hell out of Call of Duty. My Xbox handle is the Jack Burton, THEE space Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China.
And last question.
Yeah.
Audience loves this. Pineapple on pizza. Yes.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. Pineapple on pizza, man. If you don't like pineapple, what is wrong with you? Of course it goes great Why wouldn't it? Yeah, I stick by it. Pineapple on pizza.
Would you ever put mustard on pizza?
No. What am I, a lunatic? That's like stuff a serial killer would do.
Thank you.
Yeah, mustard on a pizza?
one person-
That's like ketchup on a hot dog.
What?
You don't put ketchup on a hot dog, you put mustard on a hot dog. Pineapple on pizza, mustard on a hot dog.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, thank you.
I hate to break I'm Florida boy. All right, you want to talk about gator bites? Let's go, baby. Some catfish, fried catfish. Let's do it.
Well, thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
And enjoy the rest of your convention.
No, tell me what to do.
And I can't wait to see Sorority the movie.
You're going to, because I'm going to make you and then I'm going to quiz you on it.
Sounds good.
RedGearStudios.com. It's me.